Aquarius, and welcome to your General Love Monthly Tarot reading for June 2017. A couple messages come flying in here. Okay, the month of June, for some of you who have been emotionally torn apart or have been drinking or know someone who has been drinking or doing drugs, this is the month for action. This is the month that you have to do something about it, because if you don't, you're looking at a wake-up call that is pretty strong and life-changing. So I'm just asking that you do focus, or this may have something to do with a family member, whatever. You can't change them. I understand that. This could be your love. This could even be at work. Okay, it could just be all the negative energy around work too, but this is just general. But it also has to do with love. Okay, I'm getting relationships that need changing. Otherwise, you're going to have to walk away. Some of you may already be walking away because this is not doing you any justice. This is bringing you down. It's really difficult. Now, this may have something to do with an earth sign. It could also have something to do with a fire sign. Now, Aries is really strong in here. I feel like for some of you Aquariuses, you may actually get involved with an Aries, or you may already be involved with an Aries. I do feel like that there is, I'm going to slow this down a bit, okay? There is loss of money. Where did this money go? It's affecting some of you Aquarians. It's affecting your relationship with others. Money is lost here. And this situation here that I'm looking at is a very strong message that you have to do whatever you can to pull away from that person who has a codependent issue, or if it is you that I'm speaking to, it is time to stop, because it's affecting health, it's affecting the relationship, it's affecting the family, it's affecting everything in your life. Money losses are deep. Okay, they're deep. And, besides maybe child support not being paid on time or at all, not making enough money at work, but also spending a lot of money either in a relationship or definitely someone who has a codependent issue, or it is definitely yours, okay? And it is going to affect your health if it hasn't already. So, and also it's going to affect where you live. It's affecting everything in your life. And I can't stress this enough. I do feel that there are trust issues, whether they're trust issues about you, Aquarius, or you're having trust issues about someone else. Okay? You're not having a relationship just with yourself. So therefore, I am including others here. And, it's a difficult time for some of you. I understand that. But you can make June happen for you if you start to focus more within what's happening within you, not being afraid to ask people for help or go for help, because you want to be able to heal. It's important to heal. You're only living this life once. It's not important what your next life is if you believe in that. What's important is you're living this life now. And you're living this life once. I feel like some of you may have some issues with a water sign. Okay, but I'm picking up Cancer really strong here. I'm picking up Cancer here, and I also feel like there's an Aries involved. But in general, the messages I gave before I called out the signs, that's a general message for Aquarius. Now, I do feel that some of you might be having problems with your children in regards to money loss and codependency. But what I do feel here is there is an opening, Aquarius, for trust. There's an opening for engagements or marriage proposals in June. I do feel like that for some of you, love will be the topic. Love will be the topic, and how you can make these things work in regards to relationships. The second topic is health. How to better your health. What toxic energy and habits can you give up for better health? Now, some of you may know, or this could also be happening to you because of some of the habits that I'm seeing, could be not speaking the truth about everything. And so this is what's bringing a shaky ground in regards to trust. I don't feel like people are actually pushing you away or you're pushing anybody away on purpose, but I feel like there needs to be a wake-up call about what codependency really is and how you can heal from this issue, because it's in one of my major card placements. And so is the Tower. Okay. So, but there are opportunities to meet wonderful people in June. I'm getting earth signs. I'm getting water signs here. I do feel like there might be a family member that might need surgery or is just sick and will need your help in some way or another. Just remember to create healthy boundaries so you don't get so self-absorbed into this situation. Now, I do feel like for some of you Aquarians that it's necessary to make job changes. I feel like some of you are in a work environment that is just unbearing. And the only way that you're going to be able to make the changes is you can't go in there and try to clean house. You're going to have to make adjustments for yourself personally, which means you may have to look for another job. Okay. Some of you too, I feel, are so bored with the same thing over and over and over. And I feel like there's career changes. There are changes coming up in June that will implement the months following. Okay. So I want to pull a few more cards here. Yeah, we're still, I feel like some of you are either still angry at someone or they're angry with you, or maybe you're even angry with yourself. But anger is here, and it doesn't have to be. You can turn this around. Anger gets you absolutely nowhere. Okay? We all get angry. It's good to spill it out. Okay? Take a baseball bat and beat the heck out of your bed. But don't take this energy and absorb it within yourself or throw it off onto someone else, because it isn't going to heal that way. It's not going to go anywhere. And that anger, if it's still there, is going to keep interfering in everything that you do. But I do see that there can be a change here. Okay? That's why I've got the Sun. And I feel like you can take action. Really take action to make this better for yourself. I know a lot of us were in denial, right? I mean, really, we don't want to take a good look at ourselves, or we don't want to take a good look at our partners, or we don't want to take a good look at our work environment, because that means we have to change. That means we have to shift. And even though change and shift sounds exciting, especially if you're going somewhere or doing something exciting that means something in your life, but it's also scary at the same time. Our biggest fear is facing our light, not our darkness. Okay, there are new beginnings. There is another road. There is another journey for you, Aquarius. Okay, you just have to make the shift, to make the change. It's calling out for you. The universe is calling for you to make the shift, to make the change. Now, this reading is not necessarily negative. It's got wake-up messages. And if it doesn't pertain to you, it may pertain to someone that you know or someone that you're deeply involved with. Some of you may have already made these changes, but then I feel like you're just pondering over what you feel you can feel guilty about or what you feel you could have done more of. Well, you couldn't. And there's no reason to feel guilty about it. Guilty, or I should say guilt, is codependent. You make clear decisions for yourself. Stand by them. Continue to create healthy boundaries in June. Take care of you. Now, this card is about support. And it's not necessarily support from your friends or your family, but it's support, counseling, getting the help that you need, helping yourself move forward. Now, for some of you Aquarians, I'm feeling there's a Piscean involved here. I don't know why that just came in, but I do. And I feel like it's either you or the Piscean or both of you that are kind of at a mental and emotional war. And the war that I'm feeling has everything to do with the codependency. And if this is not taken care of, and I know some of you are like, oh, I can't do anything about it. I've tried. Well, then, you know what? You're going to have to think about yourself and you're going to have to move forward. And as much as you don't want to see this person lose or yourself lose, you may have to experience that loss in order to eventually experience a gain by straightening up your life. Okay? And I feel June has that energy available. Consciousness. Bringing it to consciousness and then healing it. Bringing it to consciousness and just talking about it over and over, or just thinking about it, or just even looking at it isn't doing you any justice. Heal it. You can't do it. Find someone who can help you do it. Someone you can talk to. Someone who's going to understand. Someone who's going to help you move forward. Okay? It's important that you touch bases with yourself. If you do not start loving yourself, if you do not recognize the good qualities and the beauty within you, okay, this is going to hurt you. Maybe it's someone else you know that needs this done. Maybe, you know what? You're not going to be able to heal them, but maybe you can suggest some good direction for them. But you can't control them. You can't tell them what they have to do. But you can create those healthy boundaries for you. And those healthy boundaries are there. They're there. They're right there. And they can see it. They can feel it. And vice versa here. Now, I feel like for some of you, you have some issues finding a home or finding a place to stay. And I feel like you've been bouncing off walls here just to find comfort. You have to create that comfort. Now, if this is not happening to you, it's happening to a loved one that you know. But you can't go and create comfort for them. They have to find their way. These are really important messages. Okay? I realize they are not going to resonate with all of you. But there is some energy in for June that has to do with codependency. Whether it's yours or someone else's, either way, you're involved. Okay? Now, I do feel, on a good note here, that some of you will actually manifest and bring in new opportunities for yourself in love, in work, in business, and even some really wonderful adventures No, I feel adventures. Like some of you do need to get away. Some of you need to get away. Some of you need to create a trip or some social event where you just, or go to one just where you're hanging out and just enjoying you, enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying the environment and the people around. And don't go looking for trauma. Don't go looking for trouble. If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising, as this reading will not resonate with all of you. Awesome to connect, my friends. I wish you much love and blessings.